Hello everybody, it's time for another tutorial. Tonight, before we get into the tutorial, we're going to do a little brainless on peaches, Belgian L, and some High West Whiskey Double Rye. Oh, baby. Whoa, that is delicious. Okay, so we're going to do a tutorial, everybody. And what are we going to do for our tutorial? I'll give you a hint. If you can't tell from the guitar, imagine that it's gold top, not this funny yellow-white guitar. And this is what we're going to do. Oh, hold me, through me, kiss me, kill me. We'll talk about the live version. It's a little loud. And we're going to talk about the album cut. Well, not really an album cut, but the recorded version that you can buy on CD. And we'll go through all the parts, and it's going to be a hell of a good time. So, beer and whiskey, a Les Paul, all the sounds in the Axe effects, AC30 on the end with reverb. In front of that, actually, I think all I have is the FET runner. I've just got the AC30 cranked on this. And then I have a pitch block in there to do the whammy parts, and I'm using the whammy in the Axe effects. I don't have an extra whammy pedal. I used to have one. I used to have the whammy 2 that I thought was pretty cool, but I ditched it. I think the Axe effects 2 sounds great on the whammy. I've heard that the whammy on the 1, the Axe effects 1, and on the 2 was the same thing, same algorithm, and that it wasn't going to be any better. But boy, it sounds better to me. So I don't know, maybe I misheard or whatever, but I think the whammy on the Axe effects 2 sounds great, and that's what we're using. I use a mission pedal to control it. As far as on my guitar, I am going to do a little trick here that I do. I don't know if the Edge does. He probably does. He's a savvy dude. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump my pickup selector for the middle part. So it's this kind of thing, and then it's... Right? That's for that quiet part. And that's just because I'm bumping up to neck pickup. So, okay, all the parts. First, the main lick. It's in E, it's E flat. One quick note about the album version and kind of pop mart that is different from now, like 360 tour. The Edge sort of progressively has gotten more fluid in the way that he plays that main lick. So the album sounds more like this. Pop Mart, it started getting more fluid, and now it's real fluid, like I was showing you. It's just kind of like, instead of bunk-a-dunk-a-dunk-a-gunk-gunk, it's like so it's just really, is it staccato or are you... But the chords are E up here at 7th fret, D, B, G. Last pass, F. So again, I'll do it half fluid and half staccato. The bass is that more fluid thing. If you listen to the bass, it kind of goes boo doo 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 doo. And so I think the Edge is just kind of following the bass more these days when he plays it. Okay, next, I think I better do this, and then I cut back. Next, before I do this, I need to do this. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about the whammy part. This is going to be difficult to explain. I don't know if I can, maybe I can like pull this thing out here far. Maybe it's going to be, you're going to be able to see it. Okay, here's what I'm doing up here. Okay, here's the foot. Maybe. How far will this bend down? Okay, that'll work. Let's do this. Here's the foot. So that's how that goes. That's just an E up here, this part. And don't think you have to bar like the whole, every string. It's not like you're playing. It's really, you're kind of, you almost just are palm muting, or well, not palm muting, but you're muting out these top strings. Except for sometimes you want to catch those top string overtones with the whammy, so that it goes. Let me play it. I'll play it kind of both ways. You'll hear the overtones and not the overtones. So I'll start out where it's kind of not the overtones. It's like this. Sometimes you want the overtones. You do it. It's more like this. I don't know if you're going to hear that on the camera or not, but you kind of, that whammy when it goes it really catches these notes, so it sounds different, but that's just a flavor thing that you need to kind of be thinking about. But that's how that verse goes. And that's actually just kind of the lead-in on the first verse. After that, on the first verse, when the lyrics start, he doesn't do the D part. He just stays up on E, and it's like this. Yeah, that's pretty much how that goes. And then during the second verse, he just continuously does that verse lick. Where all right, the next part then, I'm going to come in closer for this. This part is... I kind of crank it up a little bit. So that's the chord change in the song where it's a G and an A and a G. But you're playing it up here at the octave position, so it's like. Little vibrato. So that's this A. That's the octave of the A power chord, and then on the G string, 6, 7, 9. Then down here, this G octave power chord, 4, 5, 7. 7, 5, 4. into the next part. Okay, before we get to the next part, maybe, yeah, let's have a little more whiskey. Whew. This is some of the greatest whiskey. I've had this before, but this is the first time I ever bought a bottle of it. Yeah, I think we're done with the whammy pedal, so we can kick this back up here. It's much more exciting to have video of the whiskey than it is of my foot. But yeah, that's really good. And the beer is really good too. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. This part. This is just back and forth between E and D. And the only thing that's interesting about this part, I guess, well, I mean, interesting, maybe that's the right word. The whole song is kick-ass. So don't think that I'm not saying that it's not kick-ass. But as far as what's going on here, E, D, E, D, E, D, E, D, E, D, E, E. And you can see that when I'm going D, E, I'm sliding. I'm not going D, E. I'm going. There's just one pick there. Sometimes, maybe everybody knows this, I don't know, and maybe it's every version, but there's at least one version where the edge, instead of going, that second chord is on D, so it's like, and that's cool, so just watch for that. So instead of crank, crank, cronk, 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 it's crank, cronk, 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 cronk. Oh shit, I just broke a string. Look at that. I guess we'll finish this on my Strat. Oh boy. Well, I guess it was time to change those strings anyways. So this probably isn't going to sound exactly right. It's probably going to scream like insanity on single coils. Yeah. That doesn't sound good. Good enough. Everybody knows that part. Okay. Next part, chorus. Notice that he puts that in there every once in a while. That's not something on the album, but that's something he does live. So, I think this is just kind of major scale stuff. Maybe not. At any rate, here's what it is. This is the G string. This is 9th fret, 8th fret, 6, 8, 9, 5, 7, 5, 4, 5, 4. Hammer on, pull off. Oh, look. See that? That's funny. People haven't seen that before, maybe. I don't know. I get so close to the screen, and then there it is. It's true, the edge is my hero. Woo. This reminds me, there are people who say you shouldn't mix tutorials and politics, but I think that's bullshit. So if you're in the US, don't forget to vote. And if you're abroad, don't forget to tell the people you know in the US to be sure to vote. there is to the chorus. Maybe a little bit of note to some people will be to know the chords under the chorus. This is important because on the recorded version, the last chorus, there's actually not guitar over the first half of it. It's the symphony playing the The guitar is actually just playing power chords over the chorus. And the chords are B, A, F, and G. It's like those are the chords. When I play it live, I play the power chords over the last part because I kind of like that in the album version where there's no guitar over the first half of the chorus. Okay, so what have we done? We've done the chorus. We've done the main lick. We've done the sort of verse lick or interlude lick. We've done the chorus lick. And now I think all we have left is the bridge. So let's do the bridge. Here's how the bridge goes. And I can't do my pickup selector because I don't really have that anymore. But here's what it is. All right, here's how the bridge goes. Volume rolled back rather than pickup selector. And I'll just play it and then I'll break it down. So it's palm muted, right? So you're doing this thing. And it's palm muted. It's basically rooted in E. It's like bang, gang, 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 gang. D, B, A, E. A, turning tricks. Crucifix. This would be on the album where the chords come in for the chorus. Live, he just goes into the chorus lick. Pretty much it. It's an awesome song. That's how it goes. That's pretty simple. It only cost us 1 guitar string, 2 shots of whiskey, Pretty much all of this beer. Did I say 2 shots of whiskey? I meant it only cost us 3 shots of whiskey. So everybody, when you play it, when you learn it, 3 shots of whiskey minimum. 3. That's how you do it in Europe. I'm shouting out for my European buddies. In America, we go 3. In Europe, you go 3. 1. That's thumbs up. Whatever. Boy, that is delicious. By the way, I take requests, so let me know what you want me to drink next time when I do a tutorial of the song that I choose. Just kidding, seriously, I'll do requests.